Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming out and joining us in Nahrun. Big thanks to our hosts, Nahrun Kabirun, for hosting this war practice. I was just talking to some of the guys, and this is part of a bigger initiative that myself and the Warlord are kind of undertaking to try to promote more war practices year-round. Right? We're going in to the end of this calendar year, and right at the beginning, starting in February, we're going to see War of the Phoenix. Gulf Wars is an option for a lot of folks out east, and it just continues from there. Every couple of months, there's opportunities for if you want to go and experience another kingdom and do another war, and that's not even including Battlemore, which is ours, right? And that's in the middle of the summer. So we discussed this sort of philosophy a couple of years ago. It's been kind of fits and starts since then, but Sir Zachariah and I are committed to trying to get this more to be the norm, right? We pick a spot where they're already going to have a practice, right? Where it's normal, it's established. We say, hey, everybody meet here. We're going to go there, and I encourage you guys to talk amongst yourselves. Right? This isn't limited to baronies. Obviously, we're a shire, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's not limited to baronies, and that includes all shires. If White Mountain wants to host a war practice at some point in the future, White Mountain gets to do that. Right? And all it takes is a little bit of coordination, and we're going to try to get as many people in that place at that time as possible. No guarantees, right? Sometimes weekends aren't great. That happens to us. But I think the more that we are putting ourselves together, getting used to fighting together, right, the better off we're going to be. And we're also going to see some growth, and with that growth means that we have to take the opportunity to teach our guys, kind of our style of fighting, so that they don't get lost in the jungle. Because once melee lay-on is called, all bets are off, right?
Things happen.
So we want to be prepared before we go. The big thing we're preparing for today is going to be that upcoming war over in Aitenveld, War of the Phoenix. I will not lie to you. I was one of the early detractors. I'm not a big fan of the site. However, I will say this. Our friends in Aitenveld have gone out of their way to make us feel welcome and wanted. And the fighting there the last couple of years has been exceptional. I've had a really good time. I fought in a 5-man melee tournament a couple of years ago that was just a blast out there. The broken field, I've been told, because this is before my time, but I've been told it's very reminiscent of the old Australia Mountain Park and how they used to do things back in the 80s and 90s. And being able to fight in that environment has been a lot of fun. So if you're not planning on going as of right now, I do encourage you to consider it, right? It's, if you go Wednesday through Sunday, or some division of that, you got a lot of support in Kingdom to help you get there. The crown, the upcoming crown, Rothgar and Ingerth are going, so that's another good positive. Yes, sir.
For War of the Phoenix, get pre-registered. You've got until the end of this month to pre-register. You'll save a little bit of money, and we get land allocation. If you don't pre-register, we just have to shoehorn you in wherever it is that Bernardo gives us land. So pre-register, so you make my life a lot easier in getting the camp built.
Gorm,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more than a little bit of money. It's like $50.
Yeah, it's little. It's actually $50. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth pre-extra.
Okay.
It's a
It
lot.
wasn't always like that, but yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a significant discount.
And if you've got a big camp and not a lot of people in it, spend the extra $50 and buy another 125 square feet of land.
That being said, today, Sir Zachariah has got some ideas on some things he'd like to do. I want us to have a good day and have a lot of fun, so please communicate. All right, if there's a question about a shot, even if you got to pull it off to the side, if you need a third party to come and be the mediator, grab one of us with a white belt on. That's what we're here for, right? Let's not let tempers flare. I don't anticipate that, but it's a good thing to just remind everybody, right? And if you don't know, you don't know, so just ask, right? This is a learning environment. Sometimes in the past, our war practices turn into more of a pre-game instead of a practice. And we're hoping to shift it more back to, this is actual practice. So this is the time to ask the question, right? This is the time to get clarification. This is the time to try something different to see if it works, right? All right, so don't be meek. Let your voice be heard if you don't understand. So Zachariah, do you have anything for the group?
Yeah, I'd love to. For those of you that I don't know, I see a lot of familiar faces. My name's Zachariah. And with His Excellency, we're going to be, like you said, kind of training the army, getting everybody ready. The Outlands and the SCA has changed a lot. We're not taking a giant army to Australia or one war. What we're doing is we have 10, 15 people going to Great Western. We have a certain number of people going to War of the Phoenix or Panzik or Gulf Wars. So our goal is to really simplify things so that we get comfortable talking and fighting with each other. Bela, how long has it been since we fought together?
10 years?
Yeah, at
Maybe.
least.
Yeah.
I imagine once we get going, we're going to be back where we were.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the goal. Making it so that no matter who you're with, you can do the basics and feel comfortable. So that's something that we really want to focus on as we go along. I'd like a quick show of hands. I'm going to do a couple quick polls. How many of you have been to war before? A good number. Good. So I do want to go over some like basic dead on the ground.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. For anybody new, right, or anybody who just needs the reminder, western half of the country, so this will apply at War of the Phoenix, we have general melee conventions that need to be observed. So we do not strike people in the back without them knowing. So if I have a gentleman in and I want to kill him, I take my weapon, I get control of that individual, I put my weapon in front of his face, and I yell very loudly so he can hear me, "You are dead from behind, my lord!" Okay? Let's talk about the other half of that. He needs to take that death. We've worked very hard in the last couple of years to get rid of this "I'm going to spin out of a dead from behind" crap. I could have struck him hard in his spine, but I didn't do that. I said, "You are dead from behind. Don't spin out of it. You're not a freaking superhero. You just got. Be humble, accept it, go rest." Right? Easy. The other way that you can do that is with a pole arm. Does anybody have one? Yeah, let me grab it. Thank you. So let's say he's turned that way, and you've got a little bit of an advantage because you can now dead him from behind from way back here. So I put my weapon on their shoulder, make sure it's sticking out past their helmet so they can see the tip of my weapon, and I put a little pressure, maybe a little pressure into the side of his head, and say the same thing: "You are dead from behind, my lord." Right? As soon as you know you're dead from behind, you're dead. Okay? That being said, we also do not batter people when they're on the ground. If you get knocked from your feet, right? If I want to kill you, I place my weapon on you. Right? Yeah, exactly. He's dead. I place my weapon on him, and I say, "You are dead you are dead on the ground, my lord." Right? And that should be the end of it. If you want to allow them to rise and you want to fight it out, that's an option you have, but you got to communicate that to them. If you go east of here, they don't have dead on the ground. You have to let them get up every single time, right? So this is a philosophy difference between us and some of the groups east of us. There's nothing wrong with it, but when you're fighting out here, dead on the ground is a thing. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just moved from mid-realm. Dead on the ground was just introduced to me this last year at Penzik. But, you know, our convention was if you were knocked down, we'd either wait till you get on the knees or keep on going and let somebody else kill him. So this is much more polite. And from the dead from behind, I love it because before I would have to try and bind up somebody bordering on grappling.
Right.
And it's a lot cleaner and it's a lot safer, and I love it.
And you're gonna make mistakes if you've never done it before, right? You're gonna try it. It's gonna be awkward, right? It's just like any other skill. You'll get better at it. If you think you're not doing it right, just get some feedback from the person you just did it to. Did I do that? Did you know that I was killing you? Like, you know, have a conversation after the fighting's broke for a second, and make sure that you're talking to your fellow fighters, because they'll be the first ones to tell you if there was a problem with what was going on.
So the new rules, 180 is a killing arc, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I don't know. Okay. But it also says any flanking unit that breaks through can roll up and kill from behind. I mean, strike from behind.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
so,
true. He's more read up than I am.
Yeah. But we in the West are going to say no to that.
Well, are you engaged? So if we're on a line,
Yeah.
right? It
Yeah.
starts off as a line versus a line.
Right.
I'm engaged with the guy that's 5 people down. If
Right.
that person breaks and then comes, it's weird. I would prefer everybody to kill from behind.
Yeah.
I think that's just a
I don't
safer
want to get
thing
hit
to do.
upside the head. Yeah.
Right?
I think
But
it's mostly like if you were to get behind the line here and you hit him and then keep going.
well,
No, it's
no, you can actually flank and you're behind.
So for someone who struggles with this, because the horse shield does the same. So the way I do it, I come up, and since there's no death from behind, I do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Della, there's in the new rule set, if you break through the line,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as long as you're still engaged, you can wheel around and smack you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
That's all.
Yeah.
that's the kind
We're-
of the
yeah.
thing.
We digress.
When I get 5 feet the other direction, that changes. It's just through the
And-
free
So let me speak on a couple of those things there. As far as new rules go, we know how that goes, right? Like,
Yes.
there's always a trial period, there's always interpretation,
Yeah.
Regional, kingdom, event. So we're definitely not going to speak for the West and say this is how the West is going to do it. We'll see. As far as that point, traditionally it has been if someone passes me, I have 1 step in the length of my weapon,
Yep.
whether that's this knife or that 9-foot spear, right? So we'll see how that's going to go when they change
And,
all of that.
and here's the biggest thing to remember, regardless, especially for a new guy. Just treat people how you would want to be treated. If you want to get hit in the back of the head without anybody knowing, no, you don't want to do that. So don't do that, right? And if you break a flank and you're doing that thing and you're like, oh yeah, I'm in the backfield, just remember that if that guy doesn't know you're there, be nice.
Yeah.
Right? If he knows you're there, he's kind of looking at it. It's a different story. It might get a little rough, right? Because he knows I'm coming after him. But if I blow past these 5 guys that are next to him, and he's the guy, and I just smash into him, we don't want that to happen to us. So let's not do it to other people.
Right.
And with that, that's a great segue. Oh yeah.
Brand new guy.
So, let me get this straight. So what if I come up like this and he spins? Can I nail him in the back of the head at that point?
Well-
Before I get any words out, he sees
No,
my
no,
sword?
it was so that speaks to the thing I was talking about just earlier.
Yeah.
As soon as he knows he's being killed from behind,
So as soon as he sees it, he cannot
yes,
spin.
he's dead. Even if you don't get the words out,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's on him.
And the reason for that is because you're giving me a kindness by not hitting me in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And I should accept your kindness.
Because I think we were kind of talking about if they spin,
So don't.
they engage you in
and the
fighting.
other part of that technique is don't come here and do it.
Yeah.
It's here.
Yeah. Okay. So they see it.
It's a
Because like
weird,
me, I can't turn my head. So
yeah, it's a weird thing where as the aggressor, you have to go through the whole process. You are dead from behind. But as the defender, you're instantly dead, right? So the timing there, we just gotta work with it. But with that brings up a good thing.
Pray 10, pray 10, pray 10.
In the Outlands, we have a tradition of using the term barbecue. It looks like most of you are familiar with that, right?
How's it gonna yell?
And what barbecue, at least how I grew up, tend to mean was someone is in our backfield and they're cooking, we got to go get them, right? Now, I think there have been some discrepancy of how that should be used in the past. And we're on the same page with this?
Yes.
Right? And spoken with His Royal Highness, who will be stepping up, barbecue should not be used after you've been killed from behind. A lot of times that's how I learned it, that's how I saw it, and that's how as an army we did it. With your last dying breath, yell barbecue. However, living in other kingdoms like I have, that is not looked upon very well. So we're going to try and change the culture with that, where that is a notification of, oh, I see him coming, or my buddy got killed from behind, barbecue. You want to bring that back, not after you die. Does anybody have any questions or concerns with that idea?
Because it makes sense. Because if you open up somebody's throat, like you cut it, there's not gonna be any talking.
Again, it's a courtesy, and that's kind of how we just grew up with it. We're like, oh yeah, that's fine. Traveling around a bit, it's not always looked upon well. I'm like, that's a good point. So we're gonna work on changing that.
All right, sounds good. So what should we start with?
The last thing I want to talk about is falling safety,
Yes.
laying on the ground. So when you're killed, right, we want to acknowledge it. If you can step out of line, that's great. That's not always going to be the case. So when you're on the ground, you want to protect yourself. And there are a couple real key things to keep in mind. So I'm going to try and demonstrate the best I can and show you my thoughts, right? Whether I have my sword and shield, whether I have a spear, whether I lost my stuff, doesn't matter. There are a couple really key things that I want to do because I know someone's going to probably step on me and I got to be okay with that. So when it comes to ankles, I never want to cross my ankles because what that can do is if someone does step, it doesn't give them room to go and they can shatter easier, right? So I want to keep them, you know, tucked away. I don't want to be like this, but I'm not crossing on that joint. The other thing I want to do is make sure my head is as safe as possible. Being at an angle like this can lead to a lot of tension if someone steps there. So if I have something like an arm or a basket where I can support it, I'm going to do so. So little things like that are going to be very, very important and keep you from a significant amount of injury as you go along. So any questions or thoughts there?
No, I'm just saying I agree.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Can I add one thing?
Sure.
For combat archers, please, very often, if you've broken through a line and you catch one of us back and we can't, there's no place for us to go, we are not allowed to defend ourselves. So we will very likely yield. If you want to give us a courtesy tap, that's perfectly fine. But please don't lay back and do a full wallop because we don't need it. We're already dead. I know you don't like us, but don't.
I like it.
It's just
But a tap is fine because we are literally defenseless. Because I can't allow you to do anything with this, so I have to hold it out of the way, and I'm up here with my hand on my head. What's the sense of a full wallop?
There isn't. And honestly, guys, our archers are very good about yielding well before. They're not going to be like some of these jerks that are still trying to shoot you at 5 feet, right? When they've got, they usually are real good about, I got, right? You will experience that in other places, but again, kindness is the undertone here, right? People are trying to have fun. If that archer's still trying to shoot you at 5 feet, he's not doing it because he hates you. He's just trying to have a good time. So, you know, when they go to yield, you know, give them a little love tap, but yeah, don't blow them up. There's no reason for that.
Because we can shoot you with this one. I can shoot you until you're 18 inches from me.
Man, he can shoot me right now.
I can shoot you. No! I can shoot you this far. The bolt just has to clear the bow.
And love your archers because Atenveld had a shit ton of them last year, and they were shooting the hell out of us. So the object we're trying, well, what, if I may be so able to say, one of the things we're trying to do in the Shire is really encourage our archers to be out there because the more of them there are, it's one of the dominating, you know, killing weapons that's out there. I mean, they can hit you at 30 feet pretty accurately, and it takes out. I'll never forget. You know, there's the King of Atenveld, and I go, Siegfried, shoot that guy in purple. And he goes, you mean the King of Atenveld? And I go, on much to my chagrin, all over YouTube, whatever. And, he was like, and he shot it. But that's the idea, is that, you know, be kind to the archers because these two are really well seasoned, and they're really good at it.
All right.
Quick question. Again, raise your hands. Who is thinking about going to the War of the Phoenix? Oh, look at that. Well, I want you all to start out fighting on one side today.
That might be the whole field.
My hand was up, I swear.
Well, we'll switch it around as we need to. I said start, right? But I want you to get kind of used to that group. And it looks like, you know, you guys are pretty unified there. Go for it.
Thinking about it?
I'm good with thinking about it.
Depends on money.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, good to know. We might not run scenarios to completion, right? This is a practice. If we want to stop it and talk about something, we'll do that. Try not to be too wordy. Cool. Thank you.
Real fast. We have one new person that's only fought in two this will be his second melee. That's this guy Jason right here. He is like a natural. He's already got his armor already almost done, so he's only been around for like a little while. Yeah.
All right, hats and bats. Let's go. Ready up to the last man. There.
All right, this is field contact. Move. Add a step. Add a walk. Sorry.
Throwing weapons on our left. Archers on the left.
All right, a little bit further. Y'all go a little bit further. Good.
Advance shield contact.
Corbin, what's the command?
Archers on our right.
Alright,
Archers aiming.
spear contact, move!
Go!
I think on the first battle, you guys had more of a generalized plan, and it fell apart a little bit, but there was still some moments of goodness there. That second plan that you guys came up with was much more successful. You got really good push and penetration through the line. Probably caused some disarray. Reform after is the big one. And I can say that for both sides. Right? Because in the first scenario, you guys stopped them and then kind of scattered it and then kind of picked off. You ended up still having more guys at the end, but it's because you did this and then you come back together. Reform is a big issue across, I mean, it's one of the things we always battle with, right? It helps if somebody's yelling it. So if everybody's yelling it, then it's on everybody's mind. Right? When you get that sense of to your left and to your right, there's nobody, that's a great time to yell reform. So you can find where your buddies are, make a sort of tactical plan in the moment and go together as a team. Anytime you're facing off people with one or two guys, you're at a disadvantage no matter what. So reform is good.
Put one thing in your brain for later, right? Because we are going to switch up the scenarios a little bit. Think about how you are lined up and how you are dressed, right? Really said, all right, this isn't a big open field, but you know, you have between the two of us. So what did both armies do? Both armies bottled up here and said, all right, we're on train tracks. And that's okay. I just want to be aware of that, right? Just because the other army's doing one thing doesn't mean you have to mirror that. Right. So start thinking in terms of what does this battle provide for us. So what are some of the advantages? Really quick.
That was my mistake. I didn't know we could spread out a little bit. Okay.
So just something to think about. Like, and these are questions we'll answer later. What are the advantages to being tightly packed like that? Right. Things like a column charge are great. What are the advantages to spreading out a little bit? Right? Keep that in the back of your mind as we go through.
It's something I want us all to get better at doing, regardless. You can do it, the guy commanding can do it, everybody can do it, the archers can do it. When you're standing here, the marshals are, twiddling their thumbs getting ready to just call right on. Count the spears. How many does this unit directly across from me have? What am I facing? You should already know how many spears you have. You have 2 spears, and you've got a flanker with 2 sticks. You know that. You know what you're capable of. Now you look at them, you've got a blade, 2 spears, and a warhammer. That's their longest reach. These are the things that you want to concern yourself with, right? So that you can create mismatches. As the commander of the unit, being in the line, that's a tough place to be. I'm not saying you're doing a bad job, but it is a tough place to be. I have found that from back here, if I can see that they are accumulating to one side with their length, then I can counter that with my guys, and vice versa. Those are all things that we can consider. But the more that we get better at doing it, regardless of whether you're in command or not, the more you're just going to be clued into what we're actually trying to achieve. We want 3 spears to their 2 spears. We want 4 spears to their 2 spears. We want to create a situation where they can't deal with what they're being attacked with. We kill 2 or 3 of those guys, and all of a sudden, there's a hole there. And once there's a hole, we're really good at exploiting.
Yeah. And Sven did a really great job with that. He said, all right, this team has the reach.
Right.
We're going to charge.
Exactly. And that was a good call on your part, and fairly well executed for some guys who've never done it together. I thought you, like I said, you guys got punched through there, and that hole disrupted their whole, that gap disrupted their whole line. So,
Except for...
I'm going to make a proposal, and it's up to Carl if you want to do this or not. One of the things that we're doing right now is the archers are shooting at each other, which is actually what happens in war. But that's great training for me and great training for Carl. My suggestion is that we don't shoot at each other until we get down a little bit, because what we want to do is train you guys to look out for archers.
Okay. I'm
Gentlemen's
good.
agreement until we get to the end.
I'm good with that. What I would ask is that if you get shot by an archer and it's good, step out for 3 seconds and then back in. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it has some dynamic, but it's not taking people out right now.
Acknowledge the blow and then take it up.
So good. All right, right out and then back in.
give yourselves a little space, and then we'll go again.
Two distinctions in here. So, like we did the first time, that shield contact is this. Push it. You'll hear sometimes to them and through them, which is shield contact, but this. So two slight distinctions, but yeah. All right. So shield contact is you're there and you're killing, just going, right? To them and kill them, get past them,
And another thing to consider, because he did call it, spear contact is not shooting.
Contact, yeah.
So now, for years, we get out here and people would think, we're at the edge of our range, that's spear contact. I don't think that's it either.
Yeah.
I want spears to be able to fight, right? So I want my shieldmen right here. So we're not chest to chest, but we still are in the fray. And if I throw a shot, you have to
with our shields in place. And then when I say...
Cool.
East side, ready?
All right, stand your ground.
Ready up, down!
Advance spear contact, move! Out of walk.
Good job, Archie.
And flanks, go! Go!
I forgot about the little thick beard. Okay.
Oh, keep going.
Advance spear contact, move! Out of walk.
Good job, Archie.
And flanks, go! Go! You are dead.
Oh, keep going.
We're on the right.
Down!
Alright.
Shift right.
A little bit of a wheel.
Good.
All right.
Do it through!
North side, 3-4. North side, 3-4. North side.
South side, prepare.
ready.
North side, prepared?
All right.
Ready up. Ready up. Down.
Forward at a wall. All right.
Archer
Stand
on
to
the
the
left.
wall.
Archer left.
Archer.
Steer contact. Nice, Archer.
Walker, take command.
All right. Good. We still coming back as Archer dead? Reform.
Form it up.
Go to your man.
Back up.
All right. Ready?
Archer left. Archer. Get to the hard.
Oh!
Think you killed your own guy.
All right, hey, park your tops and everybody come to me.
Three Musketeers of you guys.
Come on, Eli.
All right. Dead. Good one. Yeah, good. Oh, I could tell. I was wondering.
Castle gates, right? Gateways or doorways.
We're gonna be
or
fighting
corridors.
here, so can I have you move?
Common thing that we see across the known world in terms of scenario. Sometimes you're dealing with hay bales. Sometimes you're dealing with actual wooden structures. Doesn't matter. They generally give you some sort of scenario in terms of like where a wall is and where a wall isn't. For this scenario, this is an angle corner right here. Wall goes that way. This is the door between me and Zachariah. There's the other corner. Wall goes that way. Right? So we're not shooting from anywhere back here. There's a wall here. Right? We're also.
This is what you pictured?
Huh?
This is what you pictured?
Yeah. And this is a corridor. So Zachariah's got his spear on the ground here. That concrete slab's going to be the end there. So we're fighting down a narrow stretch. Okay. In this scenario, we're going to do the first run of it. We're just going to let you play it as it lies. Zach and I both want to watch and see what you guys do and how you approach it. And then after that, we might do that a couple times, and then we're going to start maybe switching personnel, and then also confining things, right? Changing it up a little bit, making it a little bit more difficult. This first one will be to the last man, but we might switch that convention and do something that's a little bit harder. So, are you guys prepared?
Yeah. Well, one thing. Hold on. One thing I want to add to that is, while counter charges are something great, something we want to see, be mindful of this. Yeah. Right? We're all friends here. I don't want to charge. I don't want anybody charging another person into this. I got a bad back. Just thinking about that makes me hurt.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Ready up.
Ready up. Prepared. Prepared.
Archer on the right.
Right.
North side.
Ready. Down.
Advance the spear contact.
Let's take 2 steps forward.
One.
2.
Spears up here. All right, ready? Oh, he's down.
He's still alive.
What was that? Was it high or was it good?
Glancing,
Hold!
glancing.
We'll call it, we'll call it.
Oh, okay.
One, two.
What was that? Was it high or was it good?
Glancing,
Oh!
glancing.
We'll call it, we'll call it. Oh, okay.
Ready up.
Yep.
Down.
Advance to the bench.
Good Bella. There you go. Work together on that spear. Nice.
Our trap.
Get on this side of me. Get on this side of me.
All right, hold.
Oh.
Stay where you are.
Stop.
I want to try something. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Nephi.
Nephi? I want you to come in between Matthias and Abari. Because I'm looking at Bela, and when you guys are stacked there, he's fighting one spearman.
Yep. Yeah.
Right? So, you're with, you in the blue, what's your name? What's your name? Santiago. Santiago, you're doing great, Santiago. I want you to work with Abari and take a step forward. So now you guys are putting pressure on him by making him look here rather than fighting the two of you with one movement.
And hey, and let's count real quick. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1.
And a half.
That's good strategy.
Cool.
All right. From where you're standing, everybody ready? Ready up? Ready up? Down.
Archer's behind Bela.
Step up, John. Go step up. Give him room, John. There you go. There you go, John. That's right. Sorry, I'm putting you up there.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Good.
Oh, get him.
North! I heard that thing.
He's by himself. Hold. Hold. Down.
Archer.
Come on, get him.
Nah. There we go.
I'll take it. Take a step forward.
Yeah, take a step back for 3 seconds, come back in.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Especially,
I was looking at the wall that came
Take him out. Take him out, guys. Come on.
There you go, Corbin. Mix up. Those spears up there. All right, Stan. There you go, buddy.
Half step back, guys. Half step back.
Hey, middle spears. Middle spears. Get a little aggressive, baby.
Thumbs out, guys.
Take a step forward. Take a step forward. Corbin.
There you go.
We'll take it.
Thornton, go. Thornton, go.
good. All right, hold. Hold.
I'm gonna give you a shot. It was light. Thank you, because it was in the armpit.
South side, are you prepared?
We are.
North side, are you prepared? North. Ready up. Ready up.
Shield up. Archer's in the center.
Lay on.
Archer in the center.
That's contact.
2 steps forward. 1, 2.
Go, go, go.
You got it? Way to go, Nephi! Hell yeah!
What do we got? Just us? Oh, shoot. There's the better. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, oh!
It's hard for me to judge the new armor, but yeah.
Ready up? Ready? Down!
Archer's in the middle.
Step, yes! Step. Gotta get your shield up.
Ready?
Step. Get it through. Let's go. Off the side.
Yeah, you got it. Good. North!
Reform.
North!
Are we allowing people to come back in at 3?
Yeah. Let's talk for a second. You called a 2 and through.
2 and through, yes.
What prompted you to do that?
Saw a few gaps. As was pointed out to me, they have a lot bigger weapons. I was hoping to do a pulse and come back, but it was better at the time to go through to get to the meaty poles.
Okay. That's not bad logic, right? That's not bad logic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look,
Tangled and I went like this. I've been playing for 9 years now. I'm used to things flying, changing the fly.
right. So, on this side, you guys feel threatened by that?
Yeah. Well, I got
Did you,
shot in the
have,
face.
did you have to address? Do you feel like you had to address it?
Yeah, it was pretty threatening when the back of our eye and quadrant were in my face.
Yeah. So, again, from that earlier direction of go all the way through, I saw you guys commit, right? I don't think everybody was on the same page at the very beginning, but very shortly after that, you all were on the same page. You were all moving together through this.
To that point, I knew my shield was with me. I did not have a time to talk to the two stick, but I think they know we're working to react to what I'm doing.
We had him well prepped.
Ready.
All right, you guys ready? Let's do one more and then we'll break for water. Leon!
Leon,
All
it's cold!
Stand.
What's that, Archer?
Archer center, Archer center.
Put pressure on him. What are we doing, Commander?
Shield ready?
Go! Nice!
Yeah, that's.
Good. Good. I'll take that.
Well taken.
Yep. Thank you for being gentle.
Ho!
What's your turn?
I was like,
Ho! Zachariah joined him over there, so they made a nice three-man shield wall front right here, right? And then there was a little bit of a gap where Matthias was hanging out, and then another shield. And I wanna call out Sven for seeing that gap and exploiting it. All right? That was a situation in which one guy can make a complete difference. He could have brought a whole column charge with him, right? That is a possibility. But the truth is that because you kind of went and you let your guy know you were going, everybody else just followed in behind you as you made that disruption. It can be hard for shieldmen. I was a shieldman primary for the first 7 years of fighting, right? That's what I did. And I got real good at being the bulwark. And the bulwark is part of your job. But that being said, especially if you've got some backup shieldmen behind you that are waiting to get in, you can also become a cannonball, right? You can use your brute force to drive a wedge into a gap and blow it wide open. That was a very good example of a time when that was appropriate, because you're in a confined space, they can only go so far, right? Right? There's a gap there. Had he seen it coming, he might have stopped you, and it's one guy, and then we're still fighting. But it was worth the risk of you taking it as a shieldman, because even if you didn't, it's going to cause a disruption. It had a much better effect than that, but at the bare minimum, you're going to cause a disruption, and you're going to make that spearman that was in that gap tangled up for 30 seconds, long enough to get killed, right? So I feel like that was quite good. On the reverse, you guys, once they started to collapse, you did hold them up pretty good, right at first. I feel like you didn't panic and like try to back up and do crazy stuff. You stood your ground fairly well. Archers make everything harder, right? A couple of your spears got knocked in the face with an archer. But it's good that we have this here to train, because I'm going to tell you right now, we don't have this across the King. We can't do this in Albuquerque. The city won't let us have stuff, archers in public parks. Right?
Not in al-Barran next weekend.
Well, that's an exception because that's a private school campus, so yes, we can have archery. But when we normally do it in a park, we have that problem, right? So I know it can be frustrating in your practice, but always remember that if you can train yourself to see these sharpshooters, because these are some of the best I've seen, right? I've been going for years, and I'm only recently introduced to you, but you're killing today. Just remember that, like, these guys are going to make you better if you're watching for them, and you can not walk up to a line with your shield down here, right? Respect the danger, because
I thought you're on my side, Carl. You're all good.
Even better, carry a war shield instead of a tournament shield. That would work too. We're actually going to talk more about that before we leave today. Anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Is that ready? Is that ready?
In the center, you step forward, right behind you.
Leon.
Leon has been called.
All right, wait, how do you guys want to do this?
2 steps forward and stop. Move.
1, 2.
Step. 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 Step.
Good shot, Matthias. Good. Oh, nice shot.
Sorry, guys. Is that ready?
That's 2
that ready?
steps. North.
Left.
Ready? Go 1 step.
Step.
Watch the archer. Watch the archer. Well,
Stay.
spears. Come on.
Makes the gap.
High-low, take those shots when you get in range.
Archer aiming. Archer's aiming. He's shooting. No, it's on top of that.
A little high.
Sorry.
Shoot. Work together.
Oh, I guess it off. Just a second. I guess it's high.
Okay.
You guys shaking your eye?
All right, go.
Get off the bridge.
I'm off the bridge.
Yeah.
Ready? Is that ready?
Ah!
Okay, watch Archer. Okay.
Call it, Corbin. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, that's spear contact. Move out of
Spear
wall.
contact.
Spear contact. Move.
You're off. Yellow, you're off.
Good.
Get off.
Get out of the way.
I felt like this would be too quick.
Come in. Unlock. Pay attention.
So everybody's doing great, right? This is really confined spaces. I love that we have ranks of fighters. We hardly get to practice for that. So y'all are doing really, really good. One thing I'm noticing is a lot of this. So we're just kind of posturing here. And if you want to hold somebody up, that's fine, right? If I want to stop them. But if I want to progress, what can I do? Bill.
So, coming up, right? If I can come here and that.
Between the two, yeah.
Right? Or like, come at me.
Flat.
Right?
Find your inner half. They'll call that.
Yeah. Cross-checking is legal in the SCA.
Remember, tool on tool and
Tool on tool.
Yeah. But especially, I mean, if from the other side, what that looks like, come. See, I'm taking that back hand and shoving it. Oh, sorry about that.
And it boils down to, guys, he's using a lever.
I'm using a lever.
Just like you use a shovel.
I know.
If you have 2 shield guys and your plan is to charge through, as they were saying, you don't go shield to shield. You got 2 shield guys. You want to both go through.
Yep.
That's the weak point.
You got 30 seconds.
Come in.
30 seconds.
Get ball.
Report.
Ready?
North.
Left.
Step.
One step.
Step. Step.
I know, he's Archer.
You off the bridge.
That was a double kill. I got you. So this isn't about winning or losing. You have an objective.
Measured advance.
Measure advance. Ready?
On my mark. Advance.
Left.
Now, what's the lay on to be
Corbin, give him pressure. Give Van the pressure.
Step.
Fine, she steps off.
Thank you.
Andres, you're on.
Step belly thrust. Nice thrust. Thank you.
Ready north?
Ready?
Ready south?
Yep. Ready.
Left.
Step. Measured step. Step.
Step.
Good.
You ready? Ready! South side, you ready? Yeah! Now!
That's what he's doing.
Talk to each other.
Communicate, work together! Word exercise teamwork!
Come on.
Step back. Step.
There you go.
Step back.
Dead.
There you go. Do it.
Ready, go!
I actually deflected that.
Right down the center. In this small of a bridge.
Hold!
Both sides.
do what's called a high-low. One calls high, I'll say high. And what I'll do is I'll do that as hard as I can. Because as soon as someone, or I'll say low, right? Which now has a shot in it. Yeah, it's high-low, high-low. Against the spearman. Same kind of thing. If I say high, I'm going high. I'm going high.
This is what we were talking about earlier. I can only block one of you at a time.
It's the high-low. And the person who sees it to initiate it gets to choose high or low.
Thank you.
And they call it, the person next to them then follows. So,
even against 2 shields.
Translate that with you and me.
Yeah.
If we're doing 2-on-1, right? Actually, here, let's go this side. If we're chasing him down, I go high or pin. Yeah. Does this sound familiar?
Very.
Yeah. So against this opponent, we're coming. I'm going high. Or pin. Yeah. One guy gets to call pin, the other kills.
Yeah.
That's how you do 2-on-1.
That's actually something that happened in that last melee, or the one before where you.
Yeah.
I gotten my glaive into Janine's shoulder, and then you killed me. But my glaive was stuck inside of your shoulder, so.
The point is to do it on purpose. To do it on purpose.
I did do it on purpose.
No,
and
it's
then
to
I
kill
got
you.
killed, so it's like, okay, well now I'm just gonna leave this here. I tried pulling it out.
So yeah, whenever you got those 2-on-1, which is gonna happen all the time with spearmen on a shieldman. High low, I got high, boom, and then you just throw a good haymaker. That shield goes high, belly all day long.
That's what we were talking about earlier. We didn't get a chance to do it because we ended up getting blocked around. But that's what I was talking about earlier.
Or with a round shield too is because I can you
center grip, table it,
or transversely do it that way. Yeah, but
and hitting it on this side could open up.
You got my shield like this.
Yeah, well,
you could have ribs all day.
Yeah.
Well, or is open up my shield buzzer.
Yeah.
Beside you.
Yeah.
This was really a lot of fun for me. Try to send everybody, please. And it's so good to see such a healthy bunch of people fighters in the southern half of the Outlands come out for something like this. And I hope that as we do them again in the future, we continue to see this kind of participation. You guys are awesome. Like Zachariah mentioned earlier, I'm impressed. You know, we're no longer coming down here having to start at ground zero. You guys are maintaining a high level of readiness, and these little sessions allow us to just sharpen those points even more. And it also gives an opportunity for some folks from a little bit further north to come down and just get used to fighting with you guys, right? Because I never know when I'm gonna end up right next to John, or I'm gonna end up right next to any of you, right? So you being able to trust me and me being able to trust you and me being able to give a command, or you vice versa, the more we do it in these practice scenarios, it becomes old hat by the time we get to a war. Yeah, that's right. Special thanks to our combat archers today. You made us better today by improving our awareness for this most deadly of arts. Right, that's no small thing. As I mentioned before, you don't get that everywhere, right? Continue to do that, and everybody else continue to support these guys. They are a part of our army, and we love having them out. And most of all, start getting your kit ready. It's never too late. You got just over 2 months now-ish before, if you plan on going to War of Phoenix, now's the time to repair all your shit. Not on the way out, okay? So check all your straps, check all your buckles, repaint stuff if you need to. I would also recommend a center grip 2 foot by 3 foot rectangle as a war shield. That's my recommendation. You fight with it whatever the hell you want. If you want to fight with a teardrop, you want to fight with a bucket, I don't care. My recommendation is for coverage and ease of integrating with other people, 2 foot by 3 foot, either rectangle or heater, works the best, right? I prefer center grip. If you're a strap guy, strap it, whatever. But I'm saying there are tournament shields and there are melee shields, and there's sometimes shields that can do both. This one, for example, that he's got, it's got enough coverage to do both. But the one that I'm running around with right now, that is not a war shield. I will not be fighting with that at war. I have it's in the process of being repaired, but I have a 39-inch huge round, specifically for war. Okay? So sometimes, you know, and I would also say, you know, no disparaging words against our two stickers, but just remember that there are losing battles in the SCA, and fighting two sticks in a melee usually means you're going to get hurt. So just know that going in. Running those flanks is fun. I've never done it because I'm not fast enough to do that, but I'm not saying don't diminish your fun, but just be careful, because you are by far the least protected person on the field. Because not only are you not armored any more than anybody else, but you're also likely to be on a flank, which is one of the most vulnerable positions we have anyway. So just be aware of that and know the risk and come into the melee understanding those things. The next big war practice is al-Barran Midwinter War Practice next Sunday. Okay, if you can make it up, we'd love to see you.
We'll be there.
If you need our hospitality, please call on us. We'd be happy to support you for that. I happen to be the event steward for Midwinter itself and the war practice. So, you know, if anything comes up, you need a crash space, you need recommendations on where to stay, any of that stuff, information about the event itself, just hit me up on Facebook or via my email address. I'll be happy to help. We'd love to see as many of you as possible. But we also understand if it didn't work out great. We're glad to have you here today.
How much is the event?
The event, war practice is free.
Thank you.
Let's just put that. War practice is free. You show up to Manal School in Albuquerque on a Sunday, you don't have to pay anything. If you're coming to the feast the day before, it's non-member or member is $20, non-member is $30, and then the feast is an additional $15 regardless. Children, that means 17 and younger.
Oh.
Physically. 17 and under, don't pay either one of them. There's no site fee for them, and there's no feast fee for them. We're trying to target families because we know how hard it is to bring a family of 5 to a feast. So why not make it cheaper? That being said, great job today.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you
job
guys for
today.
coming. Thank you.
Really good work. I think we got better today, and that's the goal, right? Did you have anything?
I do.
Yeah.
Really quickly. After I'm done talking, I'm going to be doing pickups while people armor down. So if you want to come fight me, please fight me. Thank you all. This was a great showing. We would like people to continue working on melee stuff, you know, throughout the year. If you're interested in that, you don't need these numbers, right? We can talk later about 2-on-1 drills. We can talk later about spear drills. We can do whatever, right? Along with that, go on YouTube. YouTube is a great resource. SCA's Coaches Corner have some fantastic discussions and classes from Penzic. I think they're going to start doing them at GoFors, where they talk about what you can do in battle and how you can train at home. Trimaris used to do this thing, Duke U, right? Duke University. It's on YouTube. You can go look at some of those classes, and a lot of what I was talking about today, I stole from those, right? So in your free time, do that, get with a couple people, and you can do these types of things at home or your local practice. So that's all I wanted to say.
One more big thank you to Sir Matthias. He is oftentimes filming this stuff for us. When he posts that, not only say thank you to him today, but like do him a solid and go look at what he's got posted, because watching your own tape from somebody who comes from a sports background, like college football, tape is invaluable. You'll see yourself making a mistake that you never realized you were doing. You'll see other people, you'll see things that you weren't expecting to see, because you can slow it down, you can run it in slow-mo. There's all kinds of things you can do. And people like Matthias are the ones that do provide that service for us. So thank you, Sir Matthias, for that.
Perfect, thank you
all.
all.
All right, pickups if you want them, if not,